Hi Sagittarius, this is Jody with Soul Purpose Tarot. I am in Carmel, Indiana. I am a Libra Sun, Capricorn Rising, Sagittarius Moon. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, welcome. What I normally do is let flip, fly, or fall anywhere from 5 to 7 tarot cards. Take a look at that. Are we looking at life, love, career, or health? And then clarify with various oracle decks. So let's see what's going on with you guys for the first part of July. So first card out is the Moon in reverse. That can be no more illusions, because the Moon tends to be about illusions and maybe like fooling yourself. But at this point in time, it feels like you are not deceiving or fooling yourself. Like you maybe have buried your head in the sand before and you were like, you know what, I just don't want to deal with this. And maybe now you're kind of like, all right, fine, I'm going to have to, or I'm ready to. It's not a case of I have to look at this, I'm ready to look at this. Whatever you have been ignoring, not wanting to look at, maybe it's some inner healing or some bad habits or whatever the case is, it's like, I'm ready to look at it. I'm ready to look at it head on. I'm ready to get this healed, taken care of. I'm tired of dicking around with this. The Emperor. So that could be, I feel like that's a case of, that could be the Emperor or the Empress. Man or woman, male or female, whoever's watching this, but you're like, I want to get to that place. And then the Tower card came, so let me think about this. Why is the Tower card coming in there? Okay, because you're ready to tear some shit down. Okay, that matches up. It's like, I'm ready to look at this. I'm ready to deal with this. I've been built on a shaky foundation up to this point, and in order for me to be the Emperor or the Empress, I need to tear down my old ways of thinking, and that's what the Tower card is. So you're intentionally, I feel like you are intentionally shaking some stuff up. It's not coming to you out of the blue. It's like you are literally imploding the building on purpose. Seven of Swords. No more deceit. See, that would be in the upright. That would be like a very deceitful thing, like trying to sneak away. And it's like you're not trying to sneak away. You're not trying to get away with anything. This is all about looking things head on, and ready to deal with something that you have avoided for a long time. Something that maybe made you uncomfortable, that it was painful, and you're like, I don't want to deal with this. And now it's like going, I'm ready to make it happen. Temperance. And I feel like the reason you are doing that is because you realize that it had you out of balance. You didn't want to admit that. It made you out of balance, and you're not wanting to be out of balance anymore. So that's the reason that you're like going, I'm tired of feeling this way. I'm tired of this creeping back up and having to fight with this all the time. So I'm just gonna, it's like an infected wound that you have ignored and ignored and ignored, and now you're like, I'm gonna go in with the needle and I'm gonna dig it out, whether it hurts or not, because that's the only way you're gonna get to heal it, the splinter that's way down deep. So that's the feeling that's coming through here is that. Five of Pentacles. And I guess the feeling is it's affected your monetary situation, and that's where you're like, so I guess what I'm feeling is you're gonna go in and maybe like look at your money blocks and deal with your money blocks and see what has stopped you from growing. Maybe you have a business and you're trying to figure out why you can't grow your business anymore because you have like hit the ceiling and you're ready to break through that ceiling. You're tired of being broke or whatever. You're tired of being fearful of money, and you're ready, and you know that not, okay, so I want to say this, not everybody thinks the way that you do, and so you're like going, they don't have problems with that. They've figured something out, and I want to figure out what they have figured out. So it appears that you are going in to get rid of your money blocks. for once and for all, because you're tired of living the way you've been living, is this. Regardless of whether you're flat broke or whether you make $250,000 a year, you're ready to step up the game, and so you've got to figure out why you tapped out where you did. Let's see what kind of emotions are going on right at the moment. So let me continue to see how this unfolds, figure out what things are going to be coming up that you're going to have to be looking square in the face. Also, I'm going to say this: if you get to a point where you feel like you have come to an end on certain healing things, it's okay to reach out to a professional. And I'm not talking about a therapist. I'm talking about, like, I'm going to a Reiki practitioner next Tuesday to help me clear out like some chakra stuff, and then probably go in and do some beyond quantum healing stuff with her, have her do it on me so I can break through some of my work barriers, because I feel like I'm ready to up my game, and I kind of tapped out as far as me healing myself as much as I could, and I feel like I kind of got stuck. So I've had to reach out. So if you've got to that point, it's like where you feel like you are literally stuck and you can't go any farther, then reach out to somebody that's figured out how to break through those blocks. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, Reiki practitioners, beyond quantum healing practitioners, I'm a big fan of Get Rich Lucky Bitch. She helps break through like money blocks, and old programming. It's all about old programming, fear programming that parents, everybody put on you, of thinking that there's a limit to what the universe can do for you. And so it's okay to reach out to somebody that knows more than you do, and try and not have to feel like you have to do all this by yourself. Okay, there's two. So some of the emotion, you're exhausted. I feel like you're exhausted because you're like, I'm not getting anywhere. I've been working at this for X amount of years, and I just feel like I'm not getting anywhere. And that's why you're kind of like, I've got to shake some shit up. That's where the Tower card's coming in. I'm exhausted, and I'm not going to continue doing this. I'm shaking some shit up. And you are a little afraid of what you're going to uncover. I think you think that there could be some painful stuff. That's why you buried some things, is because you didn't want to deal with it, and you're afraid of what's going to come out. But don't be afraid, because once you get through that, what's on the other side, you're going to be like, oh my God, why did I not do this sooner? So don't be afraid. It's not nearly as bad as you think it's going to be. Okay, so you're not happy. That came happy in the reverse position. So you're not happy. You're tired of being unhappy. You're tired of being worried. Again, all the reasons why you have decided to face this head on is all of these negative emotions that you've been going through. It's just like, I'm just done with this way of living. Done with this way of living. Loving, romantic, passionate, intimate. Let's see. This does not feel like this is another person you are loving. This feels like it is you finally loving on yourself and realizing you deserve more than what you have had, or what you have allowed yourself to have in the past. So it's like you have finally decided to put a little love towards yourself and make things better. So this whole thing is literally, it's you giving love to yourself. And it also may be a point where you're like, I'm going to do this for myself because I want to find a love relationship, and I don't want to be in this place anymore. And unfulfilled in the reverse position, but I feel like that needs to be in the upright. You have felt unfulfilled. This is why you're going in and you're making this Tower moment happen to shake some stuff up, because you want to feel proud of yourself. And I think maybe you're not doing that as often as you want. But no, that's not it. You're proud of yourself that you are looking this square in the face and that you're not running from it anymore. That's what it is. That's where that proud is coming from. You're proud that you have finally decided to look the square in the face and deal with something that you have tried to not deal with like forever. So let's see what let's see what kind of blocks or things that are possibly going to come up to be healed when you hit the tower. When this tower comes down and you look at some stuff, this one feels like it needs to come up. You're going to be releasing some stuff that you have been holding inside for a long time. So what other things are going to happen when we hit the tower, when we hit the implode button and say, all right, I want to release this stuff. I want to get this stuff out of my system. I want to heal this stuff. What exactly is it that we are going to be looking at and healing? You are no longer going to be sitting on the sidelines watching everybody else have the good life that you wish you had. You are letting go of that observer position and you are going to start being a participant in your own life. You're tired of watching everybody else do good and have good things happen to them, and you're like, how do I get a piece of that? Why is this not happening to me? What do I have to do to get to that side of feeling fulfilled and having some good things happen my way? What do I need to do to get there? Numbing. Apparently you've been doing some numbing to keep from dealing with some of these negative emotions. And so that's going to be some stuff you're going to have to look square in the face, is some of that numbing stuff. Fall. Let's see. This, to me, normally I don't get time frames from this, but to me this feels like you're going to be working on this from now until the fall pretty heavy. And by the fall, you're going to have most of this stuff taken care of. The healing, it might be like the beginning of it, there's a lot of stuff, but by the fall, most of it's going to be gone, done, over, and you're going to feel like you've got a pretty good leg up on it and it's not an issue anymore. So for me, this is a timing thing, and a lot of times I don't get timing things out of stuff when I do my cards. What else? Received. Okay, so this is going to be this makes me feel like your third eye is going to start opening up and you're going to start receiving more messages from spirit. And maybe you're a little blocked right now, and this releasing a lot of this negative stuff out of your system is going to allow things to start flowing into your third eye. You're going to have a better connection with source. You're going to be able to rely on your own intuition a lot more, because you're going to be free and clear a lot of things that were blocking you from source. And that happens when you start clearing out a lot of that stuff. It's like you become more intuitive because you don't have anything, you don't have negative, you don't have fear and anger and self-worth stuff blocking you from receiving what source has got to give you. They're removing and replacing the trash dumpster out there. So if you hear lots of noise and squeaking, that's what's going on. Action. I feel like I'm hearing lack of action. In the past, you've been all kinds of full of lack of action, and now it's like you're ready to step into action. You're not afraid of taking action. That's not going to be a block for you anymore. Fear around taking action. All right, I'm going to dump these, and I feel like at this moment in time, these daily positive thoughts and affirmations are going to be your last words from the universe of things that you need to look forward to as you start breaking through these negative blocks, fears, releasing things. These are the things that you're going to be able to start looking forward to. Today is rich with opportunities, and I open my heart to receive them. So you're going to start getting a lot more opportunities coming your way. Probably business opportunities, maybe love opportunities, opportunities for abundance. Take that for however that resonates. But opportunities, more opportunities are going to start coming your way as you open your heart up to receive them. I make every day count and live life with passion. So I feel like you have not been doing that, and that's something you're going to be able to look forward to. What else? I trust myself to always make the right decision. I feel like maybe that was something that you didn't always trust yourself, and maybe that's because you were not tapped into your intuition. So maybe you made some bad decisions in the past. You know what? We've all done that. As you move in from your logical thinking into your heart and your gut intuition thinking, you're going to start making better decisions, and you're going to be able to trust yourself. So maybe that's something, no, not maybe, that's a for sure thing that you're going to be moving into as you open up to intuition, into source, get rid of a lot of this, negative programming, hurts, wounds, things that you've been holding on to forever and ever and ever. What else does the universe have to say here? I see endless opportunities before me. See, there's the second opportunity. So opportunities are going to start flowing your way in a big, big way as you break through these. Oh, you know what? This is really good because I'm a Sagittarius moon. And that appointment that I have to like take myself up to the next level on Tuesday, this applies to me. My body is healthy. My mind is brilliant. My soul is at peace. I want one more. There's one more that needs to come out here. So let's see what else you have to look forward to once you break through a lot of these things. I have abundant energy and vitality today. I am ready to take on the world. I cannot wait for that to happen. Some days it's an effort to get out of bed. Some days it feels like I have literally worked all night long. And I wake up in the morning and I am exhausted. I would love to have abundant energy. So hopefully whatever I learn next week at my Reiki session, that's all going to come out, and I'm excited. So anyway, I will see you guys middle of July, maybe. I'm saying maybe. We've got Mercury retrograde hitting on July 7th. Sometimes I always don't do so good with my readings and feel like I'm kind of blocked, but I'll give it a try. If stuff's coming through, then I'm going to upload, and if things are not coming through right, then I may forego that. I'm just going to play it by ear. I'll see you when I see you. Bye.